This game is a storytelling game, of course, like I kind of mentioned to you earlier. But basically, in this game, you're an adventurer, and you'll join the party of adventurers that will go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory in the medieval world of Dungeons and Dragons. And uh, in this game, you can try to do whatever you want, but the goal is to get money so that and fame, so you can succeed, have a higher chance of succeeding at whatever you want to try to do. But overall, though, it's a storytelling game about adventurers. And before you can play, you'll need to create your first character who is an adventurer. And the first step is to roll your ability scores. So ability scores reflect your character's capabilities as an adventurer. Let's see. To do this, I'm gonna pull up a document, show you the ability scores real quick. But here's the rules. I can send this to you too if you want to look at it. Let's see.
Oh, I think it's hard. It's really hard game.
No, it's easy. See, these are the instructions to play it right here on my screen. So basically, the system is like a dungeon master will describe to you the situation you're in, and then you get to choose what you want to do in the game, right? He will give you some ideas, but the goal is to get the money, right? You have to go kill monsters or find treasures to get money. And then if
Mm-hmm.
there's a risk involved with the action you take, we roll the dice to determine if you're successful or you're not. Okay. Step one is roll ability scores. So there's various abilities we have to roll for. First one is your strength. So we're gonna see how strong your character is. And to roll your strength, you're gonna use the dice pad, I guess, or you can open a dice roller. If you go into Google, you can just type in dice roller. Okay, just go there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the first dice you're gonna roll is 3d6, so 3 squares. Okay, so roll those and tell me what your total is.
Okay. So I can't lie.
Uh, yeah, try not to lie. Do your we
Okay.
have an honor system, like
I'm not gonna lie.
it's okay. Appreciate it.
I would like. I don't believe that at all now. Congratulations,
What?
you make me suspicious.
Well, the thing is, like, if you do lie, it's fine. However, then I will have to lie on all the results against you. So, like, you might get a net or a high roll every time, but the monsters will get a high roll against you all the time. Make sense? So,
Oh.
yeah,
Wait. Oh, okay.
that's how
that
it
makes
you
me
work
roll
around
my
it.
stats.
So,
Okay.
sure, you
Can I
might
say
get a
something?
yeah.
Okay. First, like, I'm not fluent in English, so if
Okay,
I
no
do
worries.
anything wrong, so I'm so like
Yeah, no worries, no
I'm
worries.
gonna try, but okay, okay.
Appreciate the effort. Go ahead and roll when you're ready. All right. Were you able to roll any dice, Rand?
Rand,
Yes. Yeah,
are
I'm
you
ready.
able to? Can you
Okay.
roll the dice, Bob?
Okay. One, two. Okay. But like I can't like wait. Like it's just one here.
Click the square. You should click it. It should do 2 more, right?
Okay. Okay. It's 14.
14? Okay. So
Yeah.
that's your first one. It's for your strength, okay? Strength is how physically strong you are. Any score that is 9 through 12 is average. 13 and higher is above average. And then below 9 is below average. So go ahead and roll again for your next ability, which is intelligence.
I should roll it again?
Yep. Click roll. It's 3d6 again.
Okay, okay.
And then tell me your next total. You're gonna do this 6 times total for the 6 different abilities.
It's 13 now.
13? Okay. Nice. Go ahead and roll again. The third one is wisdom.
Okay. It's 13 too.
Nice. Very lucky. Alright, go ahead and roll again. It's dexterity now.
Okay. It's 6.
It's okay. Roll again. It's constitution.
Okay. It's 10 now.
Alright, last roll is charisma.
Okay. It's 9.
Nice. Good job. So, basically, these scores reflect how capable your character is at adventuring. And you can see that your character, she's going to be very strong, very knowledgeable, and very perceptive, right? She's a bit clumsy. She's as tough as most people and as good at talking or leadership as most people as well, right? Charisma. Next, you're going to pick a class. So class is basically your job in the party, your role, right? So there are 7 classes you can pick from. Cleric, Dwarf, Elf, Fighter, Halfling, Magic User, and Thief. Okay? So this is going to be like your skill set as an adventurer. So
I can choose anything?
you can choose any of these 7, but there are some recommended ones for you. Because you're strong, you might want to pick Fighter or Dwarf.
Yeah.
But because you're smart,
Okay.
you might pick an Elf or a Magic User. And because you're wise, you might pick a Cleric. So the only class I would
Okay.
stay away
I
from is
will
Thief.
go. Mm-hmm.
Because you're low dexterity. But your choice?
I will go with fighter.
Okay, nice. Alright, so next is your hit points, which reflect how hard it is, or how hard your character can be hit before they're killed. Okay, and the only way to lose D&D pretty much is if you're killed. So once you're dead, you'll lose. Once you make some profit, you win. Okay, so to determine your hit points, you have to roll a d8. Fighters get the most, 1 to 8 hit points. So roll the diamond or the purple die on your screen.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, roll that one. 8-sided.
How many? Just one?
Just one. Yeah.
Okay. How can I
Clear the board. Click on the dice. So if you see dice on the board, you can click them.
okay, okay, yeah, okay. It's 2.
2. It's okay. A little low for a fighter, but it's as average as most. So the 2 is average man 2 points. Fighters is average is 4, but it's okay. You'll be fine. All right.
Okay, okay.
And then next.
Make sure to get heavily armored.
Well, she cannot afford heavy armor early on. She's brand new. All right. Next, you're gonna have starting equipment, and for that, you can either take the basic fighter equipment, which comes with everything you might need, or you can roll the dice to determine your starting funds and purchase equipment by hand. But if you choose the fighter's starting gear, you will start with the following: helmet, shield, spear, sling, pouch, stones, tunic, belt, brace, and shoes. If you do not, then you'll just start with, of course, the money you have that you can spend on equipment, and additionally, you have a helmet, tunic, belt, brace, and shoes for free. Do you want to roll for your money, or do you want to take the basics startup gear?
The basic,
You want to start this? Okay.
that will help me, right?
Yeah. You won't have to pick anything if you choose this. It will have very good equipment for you.
I think because I'm a fighter, that's good for me.
Yep.
So I will choose basic.
Sounds good. So you've got a basic list of equipment here for the fighter, starting equipment. Therefore, you don't have to roll money or pick out your gear. The last step for your character is to choose a name. Okay. So for your name, you can just choose it, or you can get a random one, or you can roll for it.
Okay. Mm, okay, I will go with Ray.
Ray?
Just Ray. Yeah.
Like Ray?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and that's it. Now you're ready to play. So you know how to play it. It's right here. You have a character ready, and now you can play. But before we start, I have to get the other players ready too. So for now, just sit tight. You can do other things in the meantime. Just be ready to play when we're all ready to play. So I have to help Ethan, Geese, and Gold get ready too. Alright.
Okay.
Just a moment. Okay, we'll start with Ethan. Your last character, he was killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I need another Connor.
sounds good. What's up? Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, we're prepping.
Are you guys in prep?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
prep. You just in time.
Give me like 3 or 4 minutes. All I need is a sling, DM, 2 potions. So I'll be right back.
Yep. We'll just come back to you.
Connor 3. Cause I have stuff in the bank.
All right. We'll have a look.
Your house is broke.
Don't remember how much money I had in the bank, but somehow I still have copper.
Yeah, because you still got a share despite being killed. The party didn't make it back, so you still got a cut, and that went straight to the bank.
Ah.
Yes, you can thank Poseidon for that.
Thank you.
All right. So for your new character, we're gonna roll up your ability scores real quick. Do you want to use the bot?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I pray to dice gods that they favor me. Uh, 3d6. Hopefully I don't make the same mistake as before. Dice gods favor me?
Looks like it. So you've got a pretty decent list of scores here. Let's go ahead and plug them in.
Damn.
Looks like a magic user, maybe.
I was kind of hoping to become a thief again because I barely see any thieves anymore. So I'm like, hopefully a thief. But magic user would be fun. That's a 14 in intelligence. That's not bad.
Yeah, do you want to be a... I mean, there's a workaround if you really want to be a thief, but it's recommended you be a magic user.
I know. Yeah, I know the workaround. I'll just stay magic user as it's.
All right.
And does
As
that
the
also
dice
mean I know a
intended.
language, an extra language, right?
Yes.
Am I correctly?
Yeah, if you want, you can know an additional language. But you don't have to decide it now. That's part of my house rules. You don't have to decide it until you're ready. So.
All right.
All right. Some groups make it so you have to choose right away. Some say you can save it for when you need it.
Yeah. So it's 1d4, right? 4 health.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you have 2.
That's gods do favor me.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll 3d6 for your starting funds.
Yep. Slash roll 3d6 and 11 copper.
All right, nice. So first, we're gonna purchase you a spell book. It's gonna cost you 3. Magic users, so you'll start with some starting spells if they have a spell book. That you don't have to purchase. Any additional spells you have to purchase or find or whatever. But your options are either 2 random, 2 dungeon master chosen, or 1 of your choice.
I do random.
Alright then, we can do that. Go ahead and roll 2 d12s.
Okay. I can roll that. Okay, roll 2d12s. That will be 6 and a 1.
Okay, so you have Charm Person and Magic Missile.
Yeah! I was looking for magic missile. Charm person sounds not bad. That sounds. How does charming work in original?
So to charm a person on any human or human-like creature, you can see here, you've got 120 feet of range, but
Not bad.
they will make a saving throw versus spells as you cast it against them. And if it succeeds, they will consider you a best friend and will try to defend you against any threat, real or imagined.
Okay.
You must be able to speak the charmed creature's language to provide any commands, right? Otherwise, it will be hard for you to tell it what to do, right? Otherwise,
Okay.
it will defend you possibly,
No.
but you wouldn't be able to command it. You can't make it do anything
Okay.
unreasonable, of course, like kill itself.
Yeah, because you're not taking over its mind.
Yeah,
not
all
mind.
it is it
Not
considers
fully
you a
mind.
best friend. Yeah, that's it. Every now and then has a chance to fight against the magic, depending on its intelligence. But pretty much it's a
Does it
friend
have a
spell.
duration?
Yes, depending on its intelligence.
Depending on intelligence.
So, I see. Now that that's been figured out, you're gonna pick up the rest of your equipment in a moment, but we're going to inherit all there is from Connor the Second. Connor the Second was killed by kobolds, and nothing of his remains were recovered or returned. All that was brought back is his share of the spoils, right? So, the banked copper pieces, you'll be inheriting 90%, and of course 10% of his experience and money. So in that case, on top of your 8 copper here, let's see, let me get a calculator. 93 times 0.9, 83 plus 20 is 103 plus 8, 111. So that is your starting funds, 111. Okay. What else would you like? I suggest you get a bag of some sort.
Yes, backpack.
Okay.
I'm making the same mistake again with the bag.
And then armor. We'll start with armor. Do you want to buy additional armor? Bear in mind you can't wear as much armor.
What?
I just said,
What did we
bear
say?
in mind you cannot wear as much armor before you're heavily encumbered, right? Since you're a magic user,
Okay.
you can have armor training.
Because I was going to try to stay light.
Yeah.
Like a very, very, very light.
Okay.
Let you look at the list of items. Take a look.
I'm here, by the way, DM. Sorry about that.
All good. All right. If you need time to look it over, we can come back to you. Otherwise, I can recommend you things. How do you want to do this?
Yeah,
Because we don't have all day, of course, to think
Alright.
about purchases.
yeah, no, I take. Can I take a short sword?
Okay.
And a short bow.
Okay.
Get some torches.
Okay.
And let me look up rations. Where are the rations?
1 ration is 1 copper.
Okay, how much copper do I have left? How many of us are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 8 rations.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's good for now.
Okay. And your money, you want to bank it or something else?
Bank it.
All right. And let's see. Let's also annotate that you're the heir of Connor the Second. All right. That should be everything then. You're good to go.
Yep.
All right, Gold, it's your turn. So in your last adventure, you were heavily wounded. So it's gonna be until July 13th before you fully recover. You're bedridden of your injuries, right?
Yes, you. How much XP did he get out of that trip actually, Poseidon?
Well, if you're at 6 now,
Several goblins. Yeah.
you gain 2 then. Yeah.
Alright, thanks. Right, since Poseidon is out of the game, I guess we can go with Odysseus then.
Yep, he should be fully recovered. So, let me grab your sheet.
I believe that guy has like 400 copper or some shit.
Here he is. Okay, so just to update his notes, he is no longer bedridden, right? He was treated for his diseases. So, alright. Do you want to pass anything from Poseidon off to Odysseus before you temporarily retire him, right? So that he can recover?
Yes, I think I will. The arquebust and the bullets.
Okay. And do you know if these bullet count is accurate? I don't think so. Maybe it's like 7 now.
Let me think for a second. I killed. Yeah, it's 7 now because I started with 9, shot one motherfucker with a nat 20, and shot 2 goblins with a nat 20, which both of you rolled, which is amazing.
Right, right. Very good. So
So-
we'll pass it off. Do you want to switch it up then? Give the short bow back to, or give the short bow to Poseidon to hold on to? In the meantime?
Yes.
So you don't have to carry the extra weight. Okay.
Poseidon will be keeping his scrolls because Odysseus also have those scrolls.
Yeah, his is on.
So we should be good.
Alright, the less changes the better. So,
Yeah. And also 8 HP for. Wait, doesn't that mean I have 2 spells now?
yeah, you can
What was my
memorize
spells?
one spell as a level 2 cleric.
1 spell, okay. Any spell? Or is it random?
It's any spell of the first level cleric spell list, right? Of these 8. Memorize 1 per day until you cast it.
I'm pulling them up. Give me a second. I have that after that.
Alright, which one do you want to memorize for today? Pray for.
Let's go with Detect Evil.
Okay.
I have a Scroll of Light and I have a Cure Light Wound Scroll. I think we should be good on that front.
Anything with evil intentions or evilly enchanted objects will glow within 120 feet. Right, it's the feeling of evil. Alright.
Yeah.
So, now that gold's ready, last but not least is geese. Let me grab your sheet one moment.
Hey, by the way, I was waiting for my sheet because last game I was going to see how much XP I got. I went on ahead and upgraded the Ragnar, so.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see.
So is there any way I could get that extra XP from last game?
Well, typically it's you get
Don't worry
twice the
about
XP. Yeah. Well, if you're already a Grognard, so let's see.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I need. Let me know when you're ready.
All right. So yeah, moving forward, now that you are a Grognard, you get double XP.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep.
All right, so I need a sling.
Like a normal sling.
I lost my cart. Yeah, from
Okay.
my grenades.
You want a pouch for stones? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
stones are free.
Yeah.
Right.
I also need 2 healing potions. And how am I on rations? Let me look. Sorry, I was busy whenever you guys started, and I was like, oh shit.
You good?
All right. Potion of
Alright,
healing. About 2 silvers.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and get me another set of torches. Sell. Apparently, I have 2 tinder boxes. Go ahead and sell 1.
Okay. So we'll take 20 from here first. Then we'll take 20 from the
You're good.
bank. You said 2, right? Potions.
Yeah.
Do you want to buy a case for them or just a pouch?
Go ahead and put them in a case.
Okay.
And I do still have my horse-drawn carriage or whatever it is, the horse cart.
Yep. Center horse and tech. The cart.
Yeah.
What was after
Do
potions?
I have food for the horse?
Feed.
Yeah, I need.
It's only important if there's areas that the horse cannot sustain itself, like terrain, like deserts, right? But you're in the grasslands, so you can
Gotcha.
graze. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, no worry. And then I need some shit to feed me, whatever it's called. Rations. So that means sling, grenades, rations, warbow.
How many grenades do you want? You have 6.
In the.
Do you want more?
I've got 6. That's all I need.
Okay.
Now, for
You want the rations?
for the cart, yeah, I want rations, and for the cart, can you throw a longbow and a quiver of 10 arrows?
Sure. Yeah. Longbow, quiver, arrows. Do you want to put the rations in the cart too, or on your person?
Yes. Go ahead.
In the cart. Okay.
Yeah. Am my mic cutting out?
Maybe a little bit. I wasn't sure if you wanted to put it in
Okay,
your
my bad.
cart or not.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw it in the cart. That's cool.
Okay.
All right, and then last but not least, I need another hand cart since I got left in the fucking cave.
Okay.
And just toss that bitch in the cart too.
Let's see. 25, 28. Right.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Yep, it's all good. Let's see. A hand cart in the cart. Alright. Anything else?
I believe that's good for me. Should be good on everything else. Macy, good. Heavy shield, sword, scabbard. What am I left with? Money wise.
1 copper on your person, 268 in the bank.
Go ahead and throw a gray sword in the cart, and then that's good.
Okay.
Just in case goblins or some shit shows up and starts trying to shank us or something.
Great sword. Alright, that's 15 coppers. So
Yep, that's
it
good.
comes to 17.
That's solid
with
for me when you
section
get this
fee.
party started.
258. 2. you want the great sword in the handcart or in the cart?
Let's throw it just in the cart.
Okay. Alright, thank you everyone for your patience. That should be all there is to prep. So we'll get into it. Alright, so just as a reminder of how to play the game, the Dungeon Master will start the game out by describing to you the situation you're all in, and then every player here will have a chance to describe their action. And from there, we'll determine the results. If we need to roll dice, we will, right? And additionally, I'll also provide some background information prior to describing the situation, so you guys have an idea, or a better idea of what to do moving forward. Your party of adventurers have gathered here in the small town of Down, which is a frontier settlement along the coast here, in this area or this land of Dungeons and Dragons. We have a new member in our ranks, actually two, and an old timer returning to the campaign as well, Poseidon. He has temporarily retired, and now it's Odysseus. Right, Odysseus the Adept is here. Oh, we already lost the. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay.
I'm here. My internet was shitty.
Okay. So, yep, we have Odysseus now, played by Gold. Odysseus. And then we have Jet the second and veteran still, Connor the third and medium now, right? So the last Connor of the household, possibly, and of course Rand, our newest player, who's gonna play as Ray, the fighter, right?
Mhm.
Right. So you've gathered here, right, for adventure. And around Down, there are various dangerous locations you might go to find monsters and treasures to hunt. The last crew that set out just the other day, they managed to make quite a bit of profit, but suffered heavy losses. And some of those members are here today, right? It's just Jet. Jet the second was part of that crew, and the son of one of those lost members is here, right? Connor the third, right? Odysseus, this is Odysseus now, right? A fellow house member of Gold. After his other fellow Gold member was injured, he's taken his place in the party, right? But yeah, from here you guys will set out into the lands for your adventures. Now, of course, Down is a frontier town, always has jobs for you if you're interested, right? But most adventurers are kind of, self-employed, and they set out usually on their own as a group, right, to seek out their fortunes, right? You can take on jobs if you want; it's possible, right? But yeah, you're currently standing in the streets of Down. It's early in the morning, a summer day, and you're figuring out or finalizing your plans on what you'll do. Whether you want to visit the cavern that they visited yesterday and hunt kobolds there, which are small, wicked dogmen. Maybe you want to visit the woodland to the east, where there's greenskins, right, living in the caves. Or you might go to the temple ruins to the south, in the swamps, where there's undead, right, crawling from the depths and out onto the land, right. But lots of options here, of course. You all get to choose what you want to do, right? So, yeah, clear these notes out.
A lot of them.
I say we take it easy for this and not go to the kobolds and
As the senior member of this party, I would highly recommend, as we are not prepared, nor have any availability of that kind of weaponry, we do not go to the kobolds and you refuse to get. I would recommend we either go to the mine that's in the east, or we go down to the temple in the south. Now, I have been to the temple in the south, and there are undead. However, I am a cleric.
right.
Alright, so Connor wants to do something easy. Odysseus has mentioned he prefers maybe the temple, right, since he is a level 2 cleric. Let's hear from Jet and Ray then. What do you guys think we should do?
Here for the ride. Wherever they go, I go.
All right, Ray, do you have a preference? You're the new fighter on the team, right? This group is thinking about maybe going to a temple ruin where there's, demons and undead, or some of them are thinking about avoiding this cave to the north where there's dogmen. Some think we should visit the cave to the east, right, where there's greenskins like orcs and goblins.
I will go to the green skin.
Okay. So,
Oh no.
basically, if Jet, maybe you and Connor are the deciding factor, right? Odysseus, do you think we should go to the temple over the cave east, or do you want to? What do you think, right? She wants to go cave.
I'm running through some logistics in my head.
We will need
Temple's
a
probably
boat
safer.
to get here, right, in the swamps. If you want to navigate, you have to hire
Yeah.
a
The
boatman.
thing is, I have to go. We have to go by boat if we have to go to the temple. But if we go to the dungeon, there is a chance of way worse things than just the undead.
The mountainous forest to the east,
I'm
right?
willing.
Orcs
I
and
am willing to
goblins.
try the dungeon. Yes. We
Alright.
need torches for it.
I do have torches.
Good.
All right then.
Sounds like a
So
plan.
onward to the east. So everyone's seeming
Onwards
to
to the
go with
east.
this one. All right. It has been
Works for me.
decided.
And we were never heard from again.
Hopefully not. All right, not the case. So if everything is good, you'll set out from down and begin your travels east. Before you set out, is there anything you guys need to do in down before you leave? Anything else? Otherwise, we're going to begin marching there on foot.
Did you say it's a mine?
I did not say
It's
to mine.
technically a mine. Yes. It is technically. There has been found valuable materials there. Yes.
Do you
But
guys
it is
care if
also
I
a dungeon.
throw? You guys care if I throw a couple picks and a couple shovels in the cart just in case?
No, go ahead. I'm not stopping.
All right, that's all I need, boss man. Let's do 3 of each. 3 picks, 3 shovels.
All right, each one is costing 5 coppers then, due to protection fees from the
That's
bank.
fine.
So,
Yep.
3 pickaxes and 3 shovels. You said.
Yep, just toss in the cart just in case, because you never know.
All right, it's costing 30 coppers then. So you're at 221.
Yep.
We've got a cart full of tools now. Do you want to put it in the hand cart, inside the cart, or the cart?
Just put one set in the cart, or in the hand cart. So, one set, and then the other ones can stay in the pull behind cart.
Okay. So hand cart has 1 pickaxe, 1 shovel then.
Right.
All right. Fully loaded.
Good to go.
The supplies have been purchased by Jet. Anything else? All right.
I think
The
we're
party
alright.
is now
Here we go.
traveling east.
Yep.
From the town of Down, you make your way from the streets of Down and out into the country, and soon you come across a bridge along the road that spans the major river. It's heavily guarded. On the other side, you continue your travels off the road and venture out across country over the grasslands eastward. It's not long before you arrive at the edge of the forest, right? At this point, the grasslands become lightly wooded and then densely wooded upon arriving at the border, right? You're now moving through a dense woodland, rough and hilly, right? Even mountainous at some point, especially in the midst of it. And you're going straight east into it. Unless otherwise
I
decided.
mean, Odysseus already knows the way of this. So.
Right. You make the approach. So the grassland travel is quick, but a forest travel is a bit slower. You should get there around 10 o'clock if all goes well. The time of day, it's currently about 0900 maybe. And on the way, we're gonna roll to see if there are any encounters. As you travel, there is a chance for an encounter, so we'll see if such an encounter occurs. We're gonna check out any kind of wilderness or random encounters per the hours that you travel.
And due to the roads being filled by bandits, are they not?
You were not on the road for
Going
long.
off road.
Yeah. So it's mainly the main road, right? Past the bridge, it's the one that gets dangerous. You left the road at the bridge, right? So you're fine. We're also going to check for possible enemy positions, right? This is the territory of greenskins, right? Orcs and goblins. So trespassing through their woods can be dangerous. You might even encounter guard or patrol, right? We'll check for that. It's daytime, so you've got the advantage. These guys usually come out at night. So there's a 1 in 6 chance you encounter a group on the way.
Something.
Okay. No signs of any greenskins on your way to the east, fortunately. And it isn't long before you arrive at the first cave, the western cave, right? You find along the mountainsides here, as you press through the woods, up ahead there's a cave entrance, right? Do you want to try this one or approach from a different angle or something else? The group's to the west.
We try from the east, not the west.
Okay, so the other side.
I know the east, I don't remember the west.
Sure. You make your way around the forested caverns here, right? You pass the north entry, also spotted along the same mountain, forested hill. And soon you reach the eastern side where you can see going west into the cavern is the east entry, right, of the caves. So,
Yes.
take you maybe about 10 minutes to reposition your crew. Alright, at around 10 at 10, carefully you scout out the perimeter and you decide to approach from the east. So you're moving west into the eastern entrance. Alright.
Dungeon Master.
What's up?
I forgot. May I what was it called? Pick my spells to use this adventure, whatever. I can't.
Memorize a spell for the day?
Yeah, my spell of the day. Can I have magic missile prepared?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, it has been memorized. So, you gather here at the east entry, or the east cavern of the cave east of Down. We're gonna get your tokens on the board so you guys can begin your exploration of the small scale map. Let me see if we can grab the old tokens for some of you. I think we have, there's Jet,
You got my ugly ass.
and then I think we can find Odysseus somewhere on the board.
On the board somewhere, yeah.
Okay. Is that him? That is him. Last time you went campaigning, you got severely injured by rats. Or diseased.
Right.
I got deceased, not injured.
Oh, sorry.
Should be fully healed now. Bless you.
Should be.
Alright, so starting with Jet here. What would you like to equip? Your grenades or something else?
I want to be at the rear, and I'm going to be bringing the my great bow or whatever it's called, the big bow. Yep.
Okay.
Put me in the
Get to your
back.
cards.
Also would like a torch.
Can't wield both.
I mean, I'm pulling that card anyhow. I'm pulling the hand card like always, so you know what I mean.
You'll stop it there. Okay, yeah, I see.
I can't remember where I put the cards. It's in here. Nope. Oh, yeah, here it is.
There you go. And strap that torch to that hoe.
Okay, lodge a torch in between the wood.
Yeah, just use a little bit of rope or whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
I have a process. I'm sure you've gotten used to it by now.
Yeah. Odysseus, what do you want to equip?
Well, I don't think I can wield it at the same time, but the arquebus with the shield, is that a possibility?
Yeah. Is it a heavy shield?
It's a heavy. Oh, if it's a heavy shield, it's a dumb idea.
So if it's
No,
a
it's
heavy
not.
shield, you can.
It's a strong shield.
Yeah, it's a normal shield, so it's not very stable, right? You'll have to crouch to maybe use it as a like a mount, right, for your gun.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay, it's just
But
easier to
otherwise,
carry
yeah.
the gun then.
Yeah. So that is possible. A lot
It's
of crossmen
cocked
and
and
gunmen.
loaded.
Sure. So just to yeah. Just
I
gonna
don't
carry
want
that.
to end in the situation where you say, "Oh, it's unloaded."
All right. It's fine. Okay. If that's the case, then it's loaded. So anytime you load the gun, though, right, the gunpowder and all that is expended, right? Because you have to pour it in there, and you can't really replace it.
Yeah.
Can't get it back.
Yeah.
So it is loaded. You're down to 6 bullets.
That's fine.
All right. And then let's see. We need 2 more tokens for the other 2. Let's grab one for Connor. Let's see. Right.
That got blurry. Hold on.
If you see a token you like, let me know. We can grab it for you.
Yeah. You could need any magic looking people there. It got really blurry. I cannot tell anymore.
Give it a second. They say Wi-Fi is not exactly the greatest in the world.
Yeah, mine is pretty bad too.
Yeah. You can give it a second. Your tokens are basically 4080 right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for it, specifically magic looking dude.
I would say
What
the
would
middle
that-
row, the third row to that guy. I would say him.
Yeah. He looks like a magic dude. I can't tell.
Yeah, he is. Magic user token.
Congratulations, that's now you forever.
Yeah, I got a beard. He was able
Better
to.
than a bloody eye.
He was able to do something that his father and grandfather couldn't do: grow a beard.
Yes, sir.
Consequences becoming a magic user. Grow a beard.
Go on. Get
I
old
must be one
fast.
hell of a mage in real life then.
What would you like to equip?
I will equip my spellbook and my short bow.
Alright, bear in mind you don't have to equip your spell with the cast a spell. Right, it's only to
Okay.
memorize.
So I just need a free hand.
You need a free hand, yeah.
Yeah, I just equip my my short bow, then stay in the back.
Would you like to maybe bear a torch for the crew? You can always drop it if need be. Or do you just
Yeah,
want to...
sure, why not?
Okay.
Good. Yeah, sure, just why not? Drop a need be. My first resort is always going to be short bow before I start casting.
Alright, so you've got torch. Alright. And of course, last but not least, our newest member, Ray, you also need a token for yours. Alright. So if you see a woman token you want, you can tell me to stop and we can grab it for you.
Maybe you can choose anything.
Okay. Is that okay?
Mm.
Alright. So this is you, and you can equip either your shield, spear, or sling. You have 2 options, or you can pick 2 of the 3. So shield, spear, and sling are your options.
Ew.
Okay. You can pick one more. Do you want the sling or do you want the spear ready? The
I'm
sling
gonna
is like
recommend
a
a spear.
spear is
Spear?
melee, sling is
I
missile.
would recommend a spear.
Okay.
You want spear?
Yeah.
We got 2 people with range, so we're gonna need people up front as well.
Alright. You guys
3
want to
people
send
with
Ray
range,
ahead to
actually.
lead?
Oh shit.
She's the
Put
only
me
melee.
up front.
Okay, her and Ray? I mean, him and Ray? These two lead? Or do you want just Odysseus at the front? So Ray's kind of squishy still. Right, as a first level fighter.
Since Ray is still kind of squishy, keep her beside Jet, and
Okay.
I'll be walking in at the front.
Alright,
That works.
so the cavern entrance.
Actually, hang on. Connor, could you switch positions with Ray? That would be easier
Yes.
on the light.
I will.
Okay.
Now I have a clear shot with short bow if I need.
Okay. Yes, this is fine. Let's head in.
Alright. So the cavern entrance is roughly 20 feet wide. And the last time we mapped out the area, the following was listed on the map. But it has been a while since we were last here, so I'll check if there have been any changes to the cave entrance since you were last here. And there is. The pile of rubble along the wall is still there. So there's a bunch of rubble here, right? The staff here that was listed last time is gone. Same with the skeletal remains. And same with this rope. But otherwise, it is unchanged. Water flows down southwest into the cliff drop, or cliff, down the cliff here, right, into a deeper level of the cave. However, the same entry or the same tunnels exist north and west of the cave entrance, right? How would you like to proceed?
We shall be heading west. Someone light a torch and get ready.
Alright, so you're exploring to the west, which assumes careful movement, observation, and mapping as you go.
Yeah, I am actually mapping. No, no joke.
Nice. Own personal map. You go and always have reference to it then. Alright, so you've explored westward for about 20 feet when you come across 2 exits. A tunnel to the north and a tunnel to the west. The western tunnel has some kind of old statue within it, and the north tunnel has an open pit. Last time this area was explored, the crew had mapped that there's a spike pit trap at the bottom, giant water snakes, and maybe even some weapons, right, and armor at the bottom. Toward the west, as you can already see annotated, small bone piles along the wall, and a bloody demon statue sitting in the middle of the tunnel. How would you like to
Ooh.
proceed?
Odysseus.
We shall head west. Be careful
Hey,
of that
Odysseus.
door, though. What?
What'd you think about retrieving that stuff down there at the bottom?
You want to fight snakes? Go ahead.
I got grenades.
Clear them out.
Toss one in.
Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna light and toss a grenade down there at the bottom.
Well, can I get away from the pit?
Yeah, of course. So as Jet is preparing a grenade to throw into the pit, Connor, you're gonna back out of here, get some cover.
No.
Odysseus,
Fire my short bow. I'm like, all right.
As they are doing this, I want to look west. Is there any, fucking bullshit weapons, bombs trapped there that's ready to blow my fucking feet off?
you look west down the tunnel, carefully observe. And
No, like at the door.
at the door,
You
you
check
look.
the trap, I think.
We can see if you notice any hidden ones. You don't see any right now, but hidden would be covered or concealed. And we'll see if your intuition, right, or better judgment might indicate otherwise. Alright, well, you had some time to look at it, and you don't notice anything else here. right? It's clear. And then as
Alright.
Odysseus is making his observations, Jet is preparing the grenade. Connor is, of course, backing up. Ray, you have to back up too with him for him to back up, right? So,
Yeah.
and Ray, are you okay with
I just
backing?
don't want to be when those snakes come out.
Ray, do you want to just back up, or do you want to do something else? Connor wants to take cover.
Yeah,
Okay. Is this far enough, or do you want to move
yeah,
further?
I'm with Connor.
Okay, stay with him. All right. So you two back up. Jet, your grenade is lit. You want to toss it into the pit?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Send it.
Toss it in the pit. Maybe crouch or get behind your cart. Odysseus might step into
Yeah.
cover. It splashes at the
Yeah.
bottom and then explodes, right? There's a big bang. Water splashes
Yep.
everywhere against the side of the pit, right? Shrapnel goes flying within the pit, but it's very instant and very loud. And therefore, there's a monster or a random monster check, right? We're gonna see if there's one nearby. There's no response. Alright. So, all goes quiet shortly after the grenade explodes. How does your party want to proceed from here?
I'm gonna check and see if all the snakes are dead and if there's any armor that's not destroyed.
Alright, so Jet's making his way toward the pit. Odysseus, what do you want to do?
I'll allow him. I'll keep watch to the west.
Okay, watch into the west.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And then Connor, do you want to remain behind the rubble or
hold.
something else?
I will hold
Okay.
here.
Ray, do you want to go with Jet? Do you want to stay with Connor or something else for your next turn?
No, I'm still here.
Alright.
Whenever I go to check the pit DM, I'm gonna hold on to the wall just in case.
Carefully approach. You see into the pit. You hold on to, say, the doorway or the narrow opening of the cavern walls. You peek down there and yeah, you can see there are spikes. Most of them have been blasted to some extent with holes. Some are bent. Most are still the same, or half are still the same at least. Yeah, so
Any of them snakes die?
we'll find out. We'll see. I'll roll the dice.
That's XP, baby.
So basically, the snakes, they're definitely, it's down there in the pit possibly, if there were any. Say there were any,
Yeah.
we're gonna roll to see how many there would be. At the time, there were probably 4 giant snakes down there.
Oh.
Now
fuck.
they take half damage
Right.
because the water, it's the grenades in the water, so the damage reduced. They're gonna
Yep.
make the same throw versus the blast. Pass, fail, fail. I think that's also. Let me see. That's a pass too for them. Snake. Here it is. All right. Yep, pass. All right, so 2 pass, 2 fail. Damage is gonna be just the D8 then, or no wait. Yeah, for the D8 for the 2 who failed. They took a D8. We'll do. Alright, 2 damage. Alright. And let's check their hit points. One had 4, one had 3. Okay, so those guys survived, but they're
3.
injured. Okay, so I'll put them on the board real quick.
Yeah, we're never going to be seen again, aren't we? I know you want to be there, kitty. I cannot allow you to stand on my laptop, though. Stop trying to rub on my computer, cat.
Alright, so 2 are badly injured. The other 2 took half damage, so they only took a D4. They took 1 damage each. These guys had 1 and 3. Okay. Let me see if they have
Are
a
you
bonus.
biting my mouse wire? Hold on. Cat? I want to mute myself. Hold on.
Alright. Yeah, it should only be 1. So, yeah, one of these guys died, fortunately. He was too young. The other one survived it. But there, in there, you see 1 floating snake, 2 snakes who are injured. The reaction to the situation is you can make morale check whether to swim into the cracks in the wall or to maybe look for the attacker, right? They failed morale check, so they swim into the cracks and disappear, right? So these guys disappeared. They were swimming around, but they're not stuck down there. There's probably cracks that they got there in the first place. They swim out of the pit into other areas of the water down there, right? Cracks in the wall. But one is just floating.
Well, I tried to get you
dead.
guys some easy XP.
Alright, so some easy experience, yeah. But you don't
Yeah.
see any sort of shield down there. If there is any, it would be long, kind of decomposed or molded
Yeah,
away.
it is what it is. I was trying to get that XP.
But it's been cleared out, fortunately. You cleared it for now, right?
Cool. Alright, back to doing what he wants to do. Get the cart.
So while, of course, Jet was having a look at the results, right? Okay. Odysseus was keeping watch to the west. Let's see if you were able to hear anything during that time. Listening for noises. You had heard nothing during that time. Nothing serious. Connor and Ray back here at the entrance. They also had heard nothing. Right, they're on guard. And it's the next turn now, so you all can decide what to do moving forward. Starting with, I say, Odysseus, right? What do you think the party should do moving forward? Or what do you want to do with your next turn?
Group
I
up.
apologize, my mom. Oh, I'm sorry.
Group up. We're moving west.
Alright, regroup.
I remember most.
So, you want to back up, or do you want to motion the others after you?
No, I'll take a step forward. But
Okay, you advance. Alright. So, Odysseus
Yes,
began
that's
exploring into the tunnel west of here. Jet, after making your observations, right? Do you want to regroup or something else?
Grab the cart and start following old boy.
And then Connor and Ray, do you want to fall in or something else?
Yep, fallen.
Alright, what about you, Ray? What would you like to do?
I'm with Connor.
Okay. Alright, Odysseus, are you just waiting for the crew to get behind you before you start advancing, or?
yeah, I just kind of stepped in to, have a better watch of what the fuck is here.
Do you want to just move around the statue here in the tunnel? It's just a random, or a bloody demon statue placed in the middle of this tunnel.
I'll wait for the others where I am now.
Well, they're right behind you.
Alright, we shall start moving in then.
Going toward the west. Jet, are you going third, right? You want to send
Yep, we'll allow them to pile in and I'll follow up in the rear.
so Odysseus is moving in.
I've got the most
Connor's going
armor,
after.
so anybody hitting us from the rear, I
There's,
should have enough armor to at least be able to get a shot off.
A mapped trap on your map, right? There's a trap mapped on your map, or marked on your map by another crew. Doesn't really indicate what kind of trap it is, but you can avoid the area that's been marked. Move around it. You see scratches along the floor, moving north and south. Just scratch marks. Otherwise, you can proceed past this.
Oh, I thought there were stairs, aren't they?
No, these are scratch marks.
There were stairs too.
Alright. I know what that is. Don't step on that. We'll die if you do.
What is it?
It's a pressure plate.
Ah,
Those are spikes.
Alright.
I see.
Forward march into the cavern west, I suppose, right? We're gonna be exploring
I want to throw a torch.
Let him do that.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we
toss a
hold
torch.
here, and Jet's like, hold up, let me get a torch thrown there. And as he does that,
Throw as hard as I
Odysseus, do you wanna hold position on guard or something else as he's preparing a torch?
It will stand guard, with just ready for this.
Right. By the way, entry was at 10:10. That was entry, or I think 10:20. Yeah, 10:20 was entry. Because 10:10 we arrived. 10:20 we arrived at the east. 10:30 we we arrived at the east and then we began exploration at 10:20. So, just make sure lights at 10:20. Just as a reminder. this actually took a turn too, so we're actually at 1040 right now. Monster check. Clear. Alright, as Jet is preparing a torch, as Odysseus holds Connor, do you want to just stand guard or something else as he prepares the torch? Hold. And then Ray, anything you want to do, think about, or say as you're waiting?
No, I will stay.
Alright, Jet, you've got a torch ready, and how far do you want to throw it in there?
As hard as I can.
Alright, let me track some torches. We gotta do that. We have 4 left. Ray or already expended Connors. As far as you can, so roughly 30 feet is a safe throw distance.
I should have got some more whenever we were at the shop.
Alright, so you toss it in there, which lights up and helps us map out the area ahead.
Yes, sir.
Appears to be a cavern. From what the DCs can tell, there's some kind of door to the south. And then towards the north, there's an exit, perhaps headed north. Right.
Go down again.
Alright, so it's not exactly empty, naturally. Immediately in this cavern we have what appears to be a campsite to the south, possibly, right? Like a fire. So there's a fire pit here, or campfire. It's not lit.
But is it like a dead fire, or was it just alive?
Unlit. It's unlit. Just old or unlit. Yeah, old unlit campfire. So it hasn't been used in a while. It's dusty, right? Alright. So old unlit campfire. And then also there is a wooden chest here to the south.
Damn.
Okay. Aside from this, you also notice toward the west. Let's see. We have something somewhat unique about this cavern area toward the west, and let me place a torch on the map.
This might turn out to be a decent run.
Might be.
Okay.
We might all die.
Yeah, a fucking dragon appears.
Fucking demon appears, dog.
Hasn't happened yet. Only orcs.
I'm just
Maybe
saying.
maybe I should put charm
Yeah,
person
right
instead.
Alright.
Magic missile.
Wait and see.
Alright, but otherwise it seems pretty clear. Along this west wall, so yeah, we got something special. Something somewhat special here. Alright. Okay. So, grab a pen. Marker. Right. Just appears to be a faded tapestry, faded and torn, hanging on the western wall. And there's a evil-looking altar sitting before it as well. So, tapestry.
That bitch gonna turn that damn statue behind us alive, and we gonna get cooked. That's what's gonna happen.
The altar.
Don't touch.
A small
He said-
altar there.
He said goblins. I meant undead.
Would the language
So.
be called?
Old.
Due to me being a level 8, having... Wait, what's the intelligence of Odysseus again?
So it looks like an old evil-looking tapestry, right? It seems to be depicting something very horrible, right? Let's see. And then of course right here is a evil-looking pedestal, right? A small evil pedestal.
Do they have a written language on it?
You don't see any writing on it from here. Maybe if you get closer, you might see something, but you can't tell from here, right? The small wooden pedestal looks evil. It looks well, it looks evil because it's black and covered in dried blood. So small black pedestal covered in blood, right? It's bloody. It's more important to note. Bloody black pedestal, and the old evil tapestry, right, depicts so old mutilated looking tapestry, right, or old gory, right? It's like a gory tapestry. It's depicting like the mutilation of someone, right? Their body parts are full of holes and such, right? And they're
Odysseus.
it's really nasty looking.
Yes.
Do you mind if I investigate that old tapestry?
Some kind of gory looking tapestry, right? Depicting
Yeah.
like a demon, right? Full of holes.
You mind if I investigate it?
I'm not stopping you. While you do that, somebody else go check out the chest and the door. I'll keep an eye on the north.
I'll hold point. Watch the rear.
Okay, so starting with Odysseus, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna follow, I believe it's Connor, up to the tapestry and keep an eye on the north.
North exit? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first, or should he go first? During the
He should go
approach?
first.
Okay. And then Jet, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna hold ground just behind the what do you call it? The trap door. Watch the rear flank.
Hold. You want to move in, like here, like to the west, 10 feet, or what do you mean trap door?
You get as
This door
close as
down
I
here?
can.
There's no door
Well,
here.
whatever the X is right there.
Oh, it's
Whatever
just
the
an
trap
open
is
archway.
in front of us, the big X box.
Oh, go around.
I want to
this?
be right where I'm at. Yeah, right there, and then just chill, watch rear, make sure nothing comes in.
Sure.
And keep an eye on that fucking statue.
So you can move around this
It's not
trap
gonna
area,
move.
right?
Yeah.
But the
That's where I
cart
wanna be.
can't go with you. It's not a wide enough space for the cart. It will have to move across it. Is that okay? Because you can squeeze
I'm not
around
moving
here.
across that bitch. I'm gonna leave that cart there.
Okay, leave it behind. Alright. You can squeeze on the path here, right? Pressed up
Yeah.
against the
Go
wall.
ahead and get me a torch from it. Yeah, I'm gonna need some torches with me. Yep. Yep.
Do you want the torch that was in the cart or a new one?
I want a new one. Keep the one in the cart lit.
Okay, I'm good. Alright, fresh torches. This one here was lit at 1040. Same with this one. Alright, I'm just gonna attach this to you right now.
You're good.
Okay.
Just making sure we don't fucking get blindsided out of nowhere.
And then Ray, as Connor and Odysseus advance into the chamber, as Jet holds up along the... Yeah, what do you want to
Can I
do?
go to the chest?
Yeah, check out the chest. Alright, so these two are making their way toward the western tapestry. Odysseus keeping watch toward what might be to the north. and appears to be a dead end.
Okay.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Yeah, I figured like, phew. It's buried there.
Alright.
Then I should shift focus to the south.
Okay. Alright. Aside from that, there's another statue on that north wall. It appears to be
Oh, no.
like a snake statue here. Okay. A snake head statue on the wall here.
Perfect. Depicted
Alright.
of evil commonly.
It's like a giant snake head, right? And then, more importantly, though, you can see that its eyes are gems, right?
Ooh,
And
that's definitely a trap.
That is definitely a trap, yeah. I've never seen anything more obvious.
Yeah,
It's gonna spew poison or something in your face.
perhaps. Maybe perhaps later we can grab a long stick and pull them out.
Or just toss a grenade.
I might damage the gems though.
snake head there, right? Connor or Odysseus. Yep.
I shall hit south. Look out there.
You don't want to watch the
Right.
north. You want to push south, right? The race is going south too.
Hmm?
And then Connor, you went up to the tapestry. How close did you want to
Yes.
get before you stopped? I guess to
I
investigate.
want to. I want to check around, see if anything is weird around it, like maybe possibly a trap.
Okay.
Check around.
All right. You will have a look for any traps. And
Yes.
the larger of an area you want to observe, of course, the longer it might take, right? So if you want,
Just
you
this
can
little area, right?
carefully look over.
Just around the tap.
You want to look over a
Can
10
almost
foot by 10
guarantee
foot
you
area?
behind it.
Okay. So
Yeah, I just look around the tapestry.
look around at the surrounding area around it. Okay.
Yes.
So as Connor is observing the surrounding area of the tapestry, Odysseus, you're making your way toward the south after realizing it's a dead end around the corner, right? Nothing's there. So you're just gonna guard the south, or you want to investigate anything down here, or what do you
I
want?
want to investigate if that door's locked.
Check out the door. Okay. Then Ray, you're going toward the chest. It's really dark here, though, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you can ask Jet to provide you some light. Let's see. Or his torch actually is not on the floor, so let me fix this one. Should be 20. Alright, so it's got a bit of light here, but not enough to see the chest clearly. It's in the dark. Right. So do you want to ask him for help?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'll move close enough that she can have light. I don't want to go too far in.
In the meantime, let's see. Torch lit 1020, so every even turn is an encounter check. Alright, so we should be fine. Alright. So
There's a loud noise.
back to Connor. You know, you start observing the area around the demon tapestry, particularly for traps, right? And the wall around it's just a cavernous, rocky, rough wall, right? You can see the old rusty spikes that secure the tapestry to the wall at each corner.
Okay.
But at the moment, you're, spent about a minute just now looking at one side of it. It's a 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot perimeter. And I would say like every foot or so takes about a minute to thoroughly observe, right? So every foot by foot area takes about a minute maybe.
All right.
Takes 10 minutes to do a 10 foot by 10 foot area. So I'd say it takes a minute to do, roughly 1 foot by 1 foot, something like that. So you look over, maybe I'll say maybe I'll give you 3 feet. So 3 feet of the 10 or of the 30 feet total that you have to check out. You so far don't see anything. You don't see any hidden traps, right? Like a
All right.
cover concealed trap, right, or invisible. So it seems pretty safe so
Hold
far.
it
You
down.
keep you can keep checking though. Progress is at 10%, right? If you want to check out, not 10%, but um,
I think.
about like you're at
I think at this
you'll
point, I
need a
think
few
I'm
more
just gonna
minutes. Yeah.
see if I could read any. If there's any language on it, is there?
Oh, you want to stop checking the seam or the sides? You want to look at the tapestry?
Yeah, tapestry now. I'm like
Okay. Yeah, I can describe it in more detail as you look it over. As you're busy
yeah.
looking it over, after of course examining the sides or at least one side, Odysseus, you went over to the door down here. It's pretty dark. What do you want to do
Yeah.
to it? You see a wooden door with a handle.
Check if it's locked.
All right. You notice that the hinges are on your side, so you can pull the door open if you want it. Right. It seems to pull open to the west. So you'll just pull. Right.
So it is unlocked. Okay, no, I
You
won't.
haven't pulled it yet.
I'll just
How do you want to
no.
check if
I'll
it's
keep
unlocked?
it closed
Okay.
and just go back a bit further so I have some light, but keep my gun at the ready to fire if that thing fucking flies over.
Okay. In the meantime, Ray, Jet, he made his way toward you, provided some lights. You were able to go around to the wooden chest. You see a wooden chest on the ground, right? What do you want to do to it?
Can I open the chest?
Yeah, you could try. It's got a lid. It looks like it has a lock on it though. So if you try, you might not be able to without a lockpick or a key, right? Or you have to break it open. You want to try to force it open
Oh,
with your bare
how can I
hands?
find the key?
You're not gonna.
You'll have to find it by looking around or killing whoever has it, right? So someone in this cave
Okay,
really
I'm
has the
gonna
key.
looking around.
What is this chest?
Yeah, how heavy is this chest?
Alright, on your turn, you can ask, right? So,
Yeah, sorry.
anything else you want to do about this chest? You're just kind of looking
Okay,
it over.
let's go.
You want to move on? You were thinking about looking for a key. Alright, Jet, it's your turn now. Alright, so you were standing watch here, and maybe you're curious, you're watching what Ray's doing. You're wondering maybe
Yeah,
how heavy
go
it
and see how
is.
heavy that damn chest is.
You want to figure that out from observation, or you want to go lift it yourself to find out? Because you
Go
can't really
lift it
tell
up.
by just looking at it. We'll see. Alright,
Yeah, lift it up, see if there's anything in it.
sure. Yeah, you get over there to the wooden chest, and yeah, you try moving it around, see if it's open or if it's heavy. Fortunately,
Yeah.
it does make noise. You put your bow down, you pick it up, and you can hear inside metallic objects shaking around, right? Something metallic is in there, just
Hey.
stirring up, right? In this wooden chest.
We're
So,
taking a chance. We're taking this fucking thing.
hey, DM, I'm gonna yell to somebody to go grab the pig from the cart to bust this lock off.
Okay, so as you're moving that around, you're gonna ask for your next turn, someone to go get that pick from the cart as you
Yeah.
wait here.
Yeah.
Okay. With the torchlight. Back to so now you all got your results in for your actions. So now you're gonna take your next actions, right? Jed already decided his. He's calling out to the crew saying like somebody's gotta go get that pickaxe, right? Maybe he'll do it himself. But back to Connor. Your next action was to observe for any runes or writing on
Written
the
language.
tapestry, right? Or so basic description of the demonic tapestry. It depicts a demon that's been mutilated, right? So a demon's been mutilated. The design of the tapestry is very hellish, right? It's got a bunch of horrifying decoration along the yeah. And there seems to be little to nothing written on it. You're trying to observe, but it's old and worn, as I described earlier, right? old and torn. There are some written words on it, but just partial. It's near the bottom, and it's like runes, right? But the other parts are gone. You can't fully make out what's saying. So there were runes written on it, but it's no longer legible.
Not eventual. Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone then.
Okay. So as you leave it alone, those are your results from your last action. What do you want to do moving forward? You ready
I'm
to
gonna
leave?
go grab that pick.
Pick? Okay. So as Connor's making his way to get a pick back to Odysseus, in your last turn, you left off with your character just standing guard, watching that door with the gun, right?
I'll keep my arm by the door. Yes.
All right. You want to remain on guard, or is there anything else you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'll keep remaining on guard.
All right. Back to Ray. So Ray, you were thinking about the chest, figuring things out, trying to open that thing up. Jet suggested someone go get the pickaxe, right? What would you like to do moving forward, though?
I'm gonna looking around the chest.
Look around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you just want to look at the floor around it.
Mhm.
Okay. You carefully look around. As you're looking around it, Jet, what do you want to do? You want to just stand watch or something else? You told someone to get the
Drag the
pickaxe.
chest. Yeah, drag the chest out to where it's easier to use that pickaxe, so you ain't gonna step on all that damn wood.
Okay. So you want to like pull it out or pull it for him? Start moving the chest.
Yeah, just so you can hit it without fucking having a problem to hit it. I want it to be as accurate as possible.
All right. It is a little heavy, so it does drag across the floor. Is that okay? It's gonna make noise.
That's fine.
All right. So you move the chest. It's scraping across the floor. You can try to pick it up,
Yep.
but it's pretty heavy to do with one person.
Nah,
So
just
it
sit it right
scrapes-
there, and then whenever he gets over here, he can fucking scissor blast it with his little pick.
It's getting the pickaxe. Connor, what are you gonna put away to
Yeah.
get the pick? I suppose your bow, right?
Yeah, put away my bow.
Okay.
Do. Ah, here's my pick.
And we're exploring right now, so every turn is about a minute until we make some major movements
got your
or
pick.
advance. Yeah. So we're exploring in a mapped area. Time only moves a lot quicker for mapping. So. All right. So Connor's making his back with the pickaxe. All right. He put away his bow. Temporarily carries one of the pickaxe from the handcart.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll just torch whenever he uses it, and then I'll give it back to him when he's done.
Okay. Back to Odysseus. You were standing guard as they are just moving around, getting things done. Right? You want to just stay guarding or something else?
Standing guard. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Then Ray, you had a look at the floor, and you noticed that there was some dried blood on the floor. Particularly where the chest was. Not a lot. Just like droplets. Anything else you want to do here?
Oh, he take the chest. So I'm gonna back.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna go straight or right.
Oh yeah, I gotta do a wonder monster check. Clear. It's your turn. So, you just got done looking at the floor, right, earlier. So now your results came in, and you found a few blood stains, right? Like droplets of blood stained on the floor here.
Hmm.
That's all you saw. Was there anything else you were looking for? Or what else do you want to do?
I'm looking for a key.
A key.
So there's no key. So I'm gonna
Yeah, you see
back.
no key here. You're
Yeah.
gonna do what?
I think she
there's no
means she's
key.
gonna go back. She didn't say. Yeah, she's
Oh,
trying to
go
say
back?
like
Yeah.
go back up. Yeah, but she keeps saying I'm going back.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's okay. So she just backs up.
Yeah, you're good.
And then Connor, you bring the pickaxe over. Jet takes your torch temporarily, so you can use the pickaxe properly, I guess, in two hands. Jet, you can step
Yep.
away, and then Connor, you just want to smash the lock open.
Oh,
You want me to do it?
Hell yeah, dude. Send it.
I try. I'm gonna
Don't miss.
You're putting I wanna try.
All right,
Keep
what do you
my
want to
eyes on the
smash? Do
door while he
you want
tries,
to
by
smash
the
the
way.
lid, or do you want to smash the lock or something else?
The lock.
Okay. So, like you want to force it open, right? Like smash it in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Break it.
Let's see if it pops open. Your first strike. 3. Let's check your strength.
Pretty sure it was 10.
All right.
Yeah, 10.
So, you are forceful. You are trying to be forceful with the blow, but it wasn't a clean hit. It makes a lot of sound, right? And you merely dent it, right? And that also made a lot of noise. Let's check for a wandering monster. All right. There's no sudden response from the echoing metal clink, right? As he does that, back to Odysseus. Do you want to remain on guard or something else?
Assuming it's the only way they can get in, I'll stay and get started there.
Okay. And then Ray, anything else you want to do, or do you want to just stand by? Right now they're trying to open the chest.
Oh, I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Jet, anything you want to do while he's trying to open it?
Keep my eyes on that damn door.
Okay. Back to Connor, you want to try it again or something else?
Yep, try again.
Second attempt fails again. This time you missed completely. You hit the wood near the or hit the lid next to the lock, right? You strike it, make noise. No response. Want to keep going?
Yes.
Third try. All right. You guys want to help him or just keep standing guard? Someone stronger.
He's committed at this point. I got faith in him.
All right. He
Like, I
like-
want to get the damn lock open one way or another.
All right, he tries again. Third time.
Letting the mage shoot
That's
the
a
wild.
6.
This time he just misses entirely. He swings down at the lock. He just kind of swings heavily, right? Just hits the floor instead. So he smashes
What
it down
was-
into the floor.
What was the
If we don't-
fighter's,
He's trying to
strength?
break the
What
lock.
was the fighter's-
He needs a 2 or a 1.
Yep, check
He's
it.
doing a force doors check on the
Yep.
chest.
If we don't get a wandering monster, I'm gonna take the pickaxe from him and whack it.
All right.
Oh.
It's quiet. We're at 10:56 right now. Every turn is a minute. Every exploration turn.
Yep.
Or that we're not actually moving. Or we're not moving through
You know what?
unmapped areas. All right. Back to Odysseus. Do you want to stand guard still or something else?
I'm still gonna stand guard.
Ray, do you want to just stand by still or something else? You're actually pretty strong. If you want, you can help him.
Oh, okay.
Help
gonna
him,
help.
Whoever the strongest
help
person
him.
is.
All right, let Ray do it. Okay. She's a fighter, right? She's
Yeah.
strong. So Connor, you can pass her the pickaxe. She can set
Yeah,
it. She can
I
give you a
pass.
torch and spear. Hold on to.
Yeah,
Jet,
I'll hold on to whoever.
you can stand
she
guard
wants
still if
to
you
hold
want.
on.
Yep, that's good. Works for me.
All right, come on, you got this, Ray.
You
Come
can do
on.
it.
All
We gotta get the goodies out of there.
At any point, by the way, guys, if you want to roll your own dice, let me know. Right. Otherwise, I'll just roll
You're
by
good,
default.
bud.
So
She's gonna get it first try.
she has a 3 in 6 chance. Strikes the floor as well. So she strikes hard. Maybe actually strikes the chest and puts a hole in it. Hole in the lid.
Ugh.
That's about it.
Um,
You want to try
Well,
again?
at least it's not a mimic.
Not that.
It's 10:57. All right. You guys want
Send
to
it.
keep trying? Okay.
Oh,
Let's strike it again.
We,
I'm
we're
out.
committed at this
All
point.
right, she got it. She pops off the
Yeah!
lock finally, right? Smashes it open.
Good job.
Lock comes off, so you
All
can
right,
open the
let's
lid.
send it.
All right, open this thing up.
Yes, sir.
You pop the lid open, and inside the chest, you've got a bunch of copper pieces, various pieces of
Oh.
copper. It's about
It's pretty heavy.
700 pieces
Oh.
of copper.
Good.
700.
Not too bad. Right.
That's 700 pounds, or is it 700 pieces?
700 pieces of copper. And then aside from that,
Oh.
there's an object in the middle of all of it, of all the copper. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, boys, let's carry this chest to the cart. Just toss it in.
Yeah.
Make profits. Okay.
This could be just our haul if we want.
Yeah, you made profits, so technically you can
Nah,
wrap it up here if you really wanted to.
that's up to you guys.
Alright.
What did we find? I'm sorry.
You find a broken
Yeah, once we
potion.
find it.
Right, it's been broken because you've been smashing it. The glass broke. So
Bummer.
covering it is a potion of something, right? But the fluids have been spilled over the coins.
It is what it
That's all,
is.
there's coins there too.
So all the whacking caused it to break, shatter, right?
It's alright.
Here's what it is: 700 copper pieces.
Take the fucking chest and let's get the fuck out of here.
Haul last, or you guys want to push further? We already have profit.
No,
Uh,
This is,
we're not pushing
Yeah.
further. We're getting
Of a haul, so
If
so
that's
we
what
can
he
load
wants
the
to
cart,
do.
or we can load
I
the
say
chest
he's
up
been
with
the one
the,
at the lead, so yeah, we'll load it up and get out of here if he wants.
wrap up the game.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's head on
I'm
out.
sorry if it's a short game, but still, 700 copper split between 4 fucking people.
It's not
That is
copper
not
pounds.
good at all.
It is not. It is not copper pounds. It is just pieces.
Yeah, just pieces.
it's still
Yeah.
if you divide it by 4, that's 175 each.
No, it's just pieces. It's not copper pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
700.
pieces, 700 pieces.
Divided by 4 is
Okay.
100 and something.
I
between
tried.
everyone.
Alright,
Alright.
so we'll get out of here. We'll have your crew wrap up,
Yeah.
load the cart, and you can spend your profits on upgrading your crew, celebrating your victory, right? A victory with no losses for once, right? In a while, so we get you get
He
pretty
said
rare.
for once.
Right? Usually we
Yeah.
press too long, go too far, and then someone gets killed. So anytime someone dies, it's a loss of profit, right? Like you lose something. So
Correct.
all right, this time it was careful. We only made money, so at no risk or little to no risk. We had to work hard a little bit for it, right? But we also made some new discoveries, right? New area of the dungeon. So let's make sure you get out of here safely.
Oh,
Clear, right? Your exit.
You guys alright if I take the XP from the snake?
All right.
I mean,
so
I
to
don't
wrap
know
it
how
up,
much there is, but sure.
I don't either. It's
We're
probably
gonna-
like a half XP or something.
make sure you guys get back home alive, right? First. So
We just sleep.
all right, there was an
Oh, no.
encounter. Let's check what kind.
Alright.
It was a monster encounter, sometime during your travels back. Let's see what kind it was though. It's wilderness.
I am so happy that Aquabus is loaded.
2 and 5. All right, so 2 tech 5. Let me check for any orc encounters, if any. No orc encounters, fortunately. So it was a 2 and 5 encounter on the expert rule set during your travels back in the woodlands.
2 and 5, which means what exactly?
Let's check out the
And
chart.
we encounter him in the wilderness, correct?
Yeah.
I won't need my torch then, so.
Yeah, this is a while later.
It'll be burnt up by then.
So
Give me a second.
sometime later during your march back to town, you encounter something, right? It was a 2-5 encounter in the woods. So that is
What?
kind of flyer. Something flew over your crew.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
Don't make it a Vivint. Don't make it a Vivint. We're fucked. We're fucked.
All right. Let me see the surprise. Were we surprised? No. Was it surprised? No. It was a safe distance of an encounter, but as you were moving out through the woodlands, you had witnessed a very magnificent sight. You saw in the distance, flying overhead, were a flock of hippogriffs, right? They were like these half lion, half bird or eagle, right, flying overhead.
Oh no.
They were a safe distance from your crew, and their reaction was hostile.
Oh.
So they were moving in on your group.
Fuck.
They weren't immediate attack, but they're in the area, screeching and flying overhead. Do you guys just want to keep moving? You want to take cover? You want to prepare to confront them or something else? But they're flying overhead. They are hostile.
Okay, lads.
So you
How
wanna
many are
I'm
there?
going. It's a
Uh,
flock, so
let's check. All right. Most of you have never encountered these before, I think. Yeah, they're very fantastic looking creatures. Uh, yeah, body of a horse, head of an eagle, right?
What's it called again?
They're
A
hippogriff.
A what?
a hippogriff.
Oh.
They're flying overhead. There's the world number appearing. Yeah, they're pretty beautiful creatures, but unfortunately,
Reroll.
they're not immediately attacking you, but they are warning you possibly. Maybe they're hunting and they're showing hostility, right? So maybe you can avoid it if you don't instigate
Go
anything
ahead
further.
and just use my get out of jail free card here and just head back in.
Yeah, we're gonna go another route.
Yeah, like
this
the
is really
fudge
not
or whatever.
fucking safe.
Can I use my fudge to just get out of there?
The fudge is you automatically get to choose the number on the die roll, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
That's a
Can I
fudge.
have used that on the like the monster roll or whatever to keep us from encountering something?
It's
It's a
only
little
on
past
the
it
last
now.
roll he
Yeah,
rolled.
the last roll I rolled. So,
Oh, okay. My bad. Misunderstanding. Sorry.
all right, yeah. So you can fudge
We're
a
gonna
roll,
avoid this area.
but it's gonna be the last roll that was made. So anyway, I'll show you a
Yeah,
picture of
don't-
a hippogriff. So they look
Don't worry
like
about it then.
yeah. If you
I'll look
want,
at the
we can
color.
fudge the last roll that was made. You can fudge it, right? So they are currently hostile, right? They look like this. They're flying overhead, and they're showing hostile intent, right? So they're flying over your crew as you're, traveling through the woods. You've got concealment, right? You've got cover here and there as you move under the canopies, but they're right overhead. They're flying overhead. They're closing the distance. They're not attacking, but they're hostile, like they want something, right? They might not kill all of you, but they're looking for a straggler, maybe, right? Your crew is staying together. They're overhead. They're kind of harassing your crew, right? They're just flying over your group. Maybe they want some food or something. Do you guys want to just keep
I
ignoring
have
them?
food. Toss it.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if that's enough food to feed all these hippogriffs, right?
No, but it'll
11.
probably fucking distract the thing.
How much food do you want to leave behind as you're moving through the woods?
Fucking all of it.
Let's see how much you got. You have
I got like
two
two.
foods. Oh, this is all expired by now. Fresh food.
Then we're fucked.
This is
I
all-
don't know.
I'm gonna drop half of my food then.
Half of your food. Okay, so as your crew is starting to move through, you halt for a second. Connor's like, hold up, let me leave some food behind, right? And he gets his rations.
I leave
right?
4.
Leave 4 pounds of rations out.
Mhm.
Okay, you take out 4 rations. You sit on the ground before you proceed. Let's see how these they react to your crew if they change. If you want, you
Right,
can
I
roll.
use-
You can fudge this one if you want, and you can do the max roll.
Yeah, go ahead and make it pass.
All right, so you want a max roll of 12. That means they react favorably, very favorably.
Yep.
And in that case, they accept the offering. They fly down and start fighting over it like crows, right? Hungry crows, and they like have a little bite as you move on. You've made an offering, and they're not immediately hostile, right? They're hostile, but they're not immediately attacking. So they show intent to fight, but you haven't fought. You didn't fight back. You left an offering and you moved on, and they fought over it.
Mhm.
All right, clear. So fortunately,
And
you got out of there.
I still have enough for
safely.
lunch.
Yeah. As you guys travel back, you guys can have lunch together. So your characters feel
Yeah,
good.
I'll pay for
Way
the
home.
food. I got the food.
No, he's
You're
got
welcome,
the
guys.
rations right here. Or did you want to use yours?
But-
Let's see.
Yeah, you can use my rations since they threw theirs at the crows.
Okay, so you had 8 as well, right? So 4 left. You guys ate lunch on the road, right? At some point, or on the way back, and you would make it back safely. There were no other encounters. Safe travels back to the town of Down, and now we can finally split up the rewards. Right, you're back in the safety of the town, castle walls and such
I'll be-
in the streets. But
Now we
successful
have a tail.
expedition.
We saw hippogriff.
Very successful expedition out there. There
We
we go.
were not fully answered on how many there were. Was there 11 hippogriffs?
Let's see.
The dice roll was 11.
We'll do 20 in here.
Whew.
All right. Anyway, you're back
Never
in
thought
town,
I'd see a hippogriff in my life.
and let's go with the. We'll start with experience. So you did kill a snake down there. It was worth only about half an experience. So it was worth nothing experience-wise, I think. Or I'll double
I
check.
have Grognard.
So if you take it, you'll get double. By the way. Okay, the snake
Yeah.
is actually worth. So any experience you receive, particularly, you'll get double. The snake itself was for killing it. Actually, it was worth 1.3, so 1 XP. The 700 coppers was worth 7 XP. So 8 XP total. If we divide it fairly, it should be 2 each, right? So
Yeah.
actually, when you receive 2 jet, because you're an old soldier, you receive double the experience,
That's
so you
fine.
receive 4, right? So everyone gets 2, and due to your old soldier status, you learn a lot faster, right? Or experience a lot more. All right, so is everyone alright with equal splits? 2 XP,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so Ray,
yeah,
congratulations, you got 2. What's up?
Question: if I remember, actually, if I remember seeing when you were looking over the rules, isn't there ways? What was it called?
XP bonuses?
Get
XP
more.
adjustment bonuses?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
XP
1% bonuses and such. So it doesn't matter until you get like at least 10 XP when it actually makes a difference.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So most player characters have an adjustment around 10 to 20% bonus, and it only really helps, once you get like 5 to 10 XP, right, before adjustments. But like 2,
I was
it's not
just
enough.
wondering.
Yeah, it's good. Good question though. It does matter once you get more XP. Let's see. All right, but the small bites doesn't help much at the moment. With the adjustments at least. Money wise, 700 copies were recovered, and we're gonna divide it equally. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Or should we give an extra share to Jet for all his investments? He did bring the cart and the tools. So an extra share would mean that instead of dividing it 4 ways, we divide it 5 ways, but he'd get 2 shares, right? He'd get a double share. So is that, you guys want to do that, or that might be fair due to what he brought to the table, right? But or we can just do it equal splits.
What do you think, Jeff?
You guys. I'm good either way.
All right. So it'd be more generous, of course, on your side if we all got equal splits.
Yeah.
But he made the most expenses, right? So that you guys can win that. So.
I don't know. I don't see an issue with it.
All right. Yeah. So we'll give him a double share then.
Yeah. Like I've seen.
Appreciate you guys.
Fair to me, especially use your fudge there.
Yeah, that too. So in that case, 1 share is 140, and if you get a double share, you get 280, right? So therefore, Ray, you receive 140. That's still a lot of copper.
Mm-hmm.
And then Connor, same thing. You receive 140. And then Odysseus, 140.
Thanks, team,
Jet,
for whacking
280.
the fuck out of that chest over and over until we got it. And thanks, Dice, for not having monsters.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
pretty safe run.
Yeah. Egan?
Yeah.
Would you give me permission to post into Plans and Media an image for Plans and Discussion?
Oh, you don't have permission?
I don't have permission to implement an image in Plans and Discussion.
Oh, okay. Is it a map? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would go in the Maps and Notes channel,
Okay.
right above us. You see it? That way it can be safely stored. But I'll make it.
Yeah, I see it. I can post it there. Yeah.
All right, good.
All right.
I'll make it
Oh.
able.
Oh,
You can
that's
post
lovely.
in either. It's just the Maps and Notes channel. It should be easier to find. Since plans
that
and
was a
discussion
good
will
run.
be filled up with plans
Mhm.
and discussions. All right, good job, guys. Congratulations, you won the game. And now
Yeah.
you can upgrade your characters until next time, right? So since we got some extra time, if you guys want, you can even upgrading and all that is usually for preparations. But since we ended it early, you can do it now. You can also even celebrate. You can get your character some time off, and do something to, I guess, loosen up a bit from the intensity or from the past adventures. If you're interested, would you guys be interested in pastime activities or upgrading your characters now, since we got some extra time?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and try to upgrade my strength.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take turns. Have a turn. Figure out what everyone wants to do. That way it's fair. So, let's see. Now that we're back at town and we've already divided the treasures, your group kind of splits up and goes off to do their own thing, right? So Connor, what do you want to do in your pastime?
I am going to. Um, how much copper I have in total?
Let's see. You've got 89 in the bank, 140 on your person.
Oh, okay. Had 140 plus 89. That's 229 copper pieces. Could I? Okay. I want to try that. Drink/feast thing. I want to see. I want
Okay.
to try that.
You want to go celebrate then? Yeah, it's celebrating. So,
Yes. Celebrate.
all right. So Connor's gonna hold a feast or go drinking, right? Jet, you want to go to the market, right? Or no, you're gonna go train. It sounds like upgrade your character.
Yeah. See if I can upgrade that, and then go ahead and replenish my grenades that I lost,
Okay, that'll be after
and
then.
my torches and my rations. Just
Okay.
get me back to where I was.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll start with training. Odysseus,
Dungeon Master.
what's up, Rand?
Can I invite my friend to be my translator?
Yeah, that's fine. And they can play too if you want. We're about to wrap up this
Oh,
game,
okay.
so it's about to end soon. But they can come still if you want, and they can play next time.
Okay.
We'll probably have another game later today, like in an hour or two if you're still free.
Mm.
But yeah, no worries.
Um.
Yeah, feel welcome to
Have a
invite
fun.
anyone. And thank you for playing, by the way. You're a good player. Appreciate you.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
she
no.
stuck through the whole
I'm
thing.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
You were
No,
quite.
look,
You
okay. You stuck through the whole game. Like
For a new
half the
player.
players we have don't. So
She like
yeah,
took the
that's good
initiative to
I don't
investigate.
think so.
No,
Thank
you were
you.
good.
No.
You were good.
You were
Thanks for
great. You were better than most. Like
you did
last
what you're
time.
supposed to do. You
Yeah,
held your
last
ground.
time.
So unlike most players that just scream into a cavern when you get everybody killed.
And then
Yeah.
go
Or
Leave
AFK.
me game.
Oh,
Damn, I'm
thank
still.
you.
Thank
I
you.
need to open that
Thanks
chest,
for joining
so.
us. Yeah. All right. Definitely a good new player. So I'm glad you liked it, and hope you'll play again with us. And feel welcome to invite anyone you want.
Do I invite her now?
You can. Yeah. Do you want me to send you a link, or do you already have it?
Okay.
Yeah, you can invite them anytime. All right. Odysseus, what do you want to do in between adventures, or for your pastime?
I think I'll do the same as Connor, which was a training.
Okay. He might be doing it like heavily. He's gonna go celebrate, but you can do that too, or you can do something smaller.
Well, I want to train my.
So you'll celebrate first, or do you want to train first?
I want to go. I'll celebrate.
So you guys get to the
Yeah.
tavern, go drinking or feasting. Ray, what would you like to do in between adventures for your pastime? Do you want some recommendations, or do you already know what you want to do?
Oh, someone's calling.
So like you won the
I did
game,
that.
right? You won your first game.
Wait. Can you wait for a few minutes?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Take your time. All right. So we'll start with Connor and Odysseus. You went off to the tavern to go celebrate, drinking and feasting together at the local establishment. We can play through it if you want. Otherwise, we can just summarize it. Do you guys want to play through your celebration, or do you guys want to just kind of summarize what happened? So basically,
I've
You
returned.
gotta roll for my stuff, so.
Yeah. So Connor and Odysseus, do you guys want to play through your celebration, or do you guys want to just kind of wrap it up?
I'll just wrap it up.
Okay.
Personally, have a few drinks
Few drinks.
and maybe look for someone to hire.
Okay. All right.
I'm celebrating.
Celebrating. Okay. And if you want, you can
He's
also
the first
benefit.
family member that hasn't died on the.
Yeah, the first run in a while. Yeah, all the Connors have been dying nonstop. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm still dying. I'm still hypocrite.
All right. So drinking, feasting, you
I'm
can.
gonna leave, but I will back. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. See you. Thank you for playing. Ethan, Connor. So drinking, feasting, of course, you can do it as a free time activity. Where if you pay enough gold, right, you might even benefit or hurt yourself from it.
What?
Yeah, if you're interested in that, do you want to do that? It's 1 gold.
You said I didn't hear you.
If you want, you can basically, invest heavily into drinking and feasting, and if you do, you can actually gain or lose experience. If you're interested,
Yeah, I'm going to spend a
it's a
gold
bit of a
piece to
gamble,
have.
right? So you can lose reputation or you can gain reputation, pretty much, right? You can have a very glorious time or a very dangerous and bad time drinking, right? There's a chance.
Yeah.
Right, get into a bar fight, right? You can get injured, right? For example, or you might win the fight and not get injured at all. But, all right. So let's say you did that. It costed at least 100 coppers. How much do you want to put in? Just 100 for now, right?
Yeah, just 100 for now.
Okay. So you'll put in 100. There's a chance you can gain experience. There's a chance you can lose experience from this.
Yeah.
All right.
I just really want to try this celebration thing.
It's a.
I don't imagine it happens often.
Yeah. It's a
You
crazy
know what?
experience.
I can agree with him on that. I'll try the same thing.
All right. So you're gonna gamble it 2d6,
I
right?
have the money to wait.
Come on, let's go.
Do you want to roll it yourself, or do you want me to roll on the screen?
No, I roll on myself.
Go ahead. Use the dice butt.
May the dice cost be my favorite. It's
2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
Right. 7.
Okay. So you had a good time. It was a normal celebration, normal evening that during that time. So you went out drinking, feasting. You spent a ton of money, but you were the same at the end, right? The same old Connor, right? Nothing lost, nothing gained.
It was so worth it.
It was just
first con not die on an adventure.
Basically, you spent money and you had a good time, but you didn't gain or lose any experience. So
that's perfectly fine with me. I'm happy.
And then see, yep. So you got morale boost though, at least for that. So Connor, the third status is drunk.
Happy. Drunk.
Right. Or hungover. After that. But he had a good time, right? So there's a morale boost. So basically, due to that, Carrot's gonna have a hard time thinking. Slightly, but due to the high morale boost, he's gonna be feeling stronger, maybe more charismatic, maybe more brave or tough, right? But definitely his more mental stuff has decreased temporarily until he's no longer hungover. So
that's okay.
all right, and then let's see. Odysseus, you want to do the same, right? Celebrate that night with him. You guys celebrate it. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll 2d6 to see how your celebration went.
Go ahead and roll it, Deacon.
Okay.
I'm allowing you to do it. I don't want to.
Alright, same thing, right? You guys had a good night, you got hungover. No glory was lost or gained from that celebratory night. But naturally, you got to experience everything there is to experience during a feast. You got to eat a lot, drink a lot, and play a lot, right? Whether it be play with or hang out and have a good time with the fellow tavern people, right? Because you paid for a whole feast, a whole celebration. 2 of you did, right? It was worth 2 gold, 200 coppers worth, which is about $2,000 US, right? worth of drinking and feasting. So you hung out with a crowd, a small crowd, both of you did, um, and you got a little bit of something out of it, right? Aside from eating and drinking, maybe made some friends, maybe even met a girl, maybe even uh, learned something too or something, right? So made connections. It was a social event. So
Yeah, there. I will have the possibility of this not being the ending of the Connor line.
let's see, we will spend 100 coppers
Welcome back.
on that, and you're both hungover as your status. And let's see. As a result, besides being well fed, besides having drink a lot, so being well fed, you can heal faster. Drinking a lot, you get hungover. You have a morale boost. Finally, socially, you're more accepted among the crowd there at least. So you have a better chance. You have a better chance. Better relations with the tavern now. So I'll note that as well, I suppose, in the notes channel. So let's see, Connor.
Okay. Dungeon Master.
What's up?
This is my friend.
Hello, welcome.
Hello guys.
Hello, Alan.
Thank you.
Hello.
We play D&D here. We're about to wrap up this game, but you can join our next game if you're interested. But Ram, I think, wants you
Okay.
here so you can help translate for her, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, welcome to our group. We're just wrapping things up. They just won their first game, or at least she won her first game, and they're just like celebrating and upgrading their characters now.
Yeah, no one died for the first time in a while, so we're celebrating. That was a good session, and you said you're going to be doing it in an hour or two.
Yeah. So there'll be another one possibly after this one, since I've got time today. It's I have
I'll be
this
there
whole
for
week
sure.
off now, or at least Thursday and Friday because it's July 4th. So.
Mhm.
All right. While you guys were celebrating that night, everyone only has one pastime really, unless their pastime doesn't take too long. But that's what you guys were up to until their next adventure. Jet, of course, went out to go train, right? So if you want to make purchases, they'll have to be at your next game. But you went training instead, right? So it's one or the other. So you went training, I think, right?
Yeah, just train.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Get that shit done.
for training, you wanted to upgrade abilities, or what did you want to upgrade?
I'm gonna try to upgrade my strength.
Upgrade your strength. Okay, get stronger. All right, so you make the final payment toward upgrading your strength. The idea is that your character's been training every day, right? But today you make your payment and you finalize a training session, and we're gonna get the results in. So it's gonna cost you 110 for training. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. So because you're at 11 strength. In that case, 281, 181, 171 left on your person. And let's go ahead and train. So you can either take a +1, or you can roll twice against an 11. And if you get higher than what you currently have, you'll get a +1. The last option is a straight reroll. And if it's higher, you keep it.
Go ahead and just give me a +1.
+1. Okay. So save upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're at
Yep.
12 now. Okay. All right.
That should be a +1 to hit, right?
At 13, it's +1.
Or
to hit.
+1 to.
You
Oh,
have to get to
shit.
13. Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah. You're very close, but not quite.
Guess I'll do that next game.
Yeah. If you want to do it now, you could. It costs 120. So, but
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to? Okay. I guess even nothing
Yeah,
else
why not?
to purchase. So, yeah, you went through some very expensive, very intense training. You finally made your final payments. It was 2 sessions almost, right? 2 different kinds of strength training programs you were in. Your final one, 120 is the cost. So you're at 51 left. And you got 13 strength now. So now you're stronger than most men. After
Now I can say thank you to you guys for letting me have that extra cut, because that allowed me to get a +1.
Yeah,
Yes.
now he's stronger. He's a good fighter now. Right. On par with
Now you could be in the front
Ray.
line.
I
For
got
a
the
while, he was
armor.
just a bowman, right? The dexterity. Right. But you earned his way to becoming strong, right? He wasn't born strong or anything. He had to grind for it. It cost him 200 something coppers.
As
Yeah.
one, as one fighter should be. Yeah, at least you earned it.
try to get all my stats fucking good, man. It's this character, man. It's he's,
He's
Really
pretty good
good
now.
stats,
He's got 3 talents
honestly.
now. So
I've been working on him.
slowly but surely. All right. Thanks for playing, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you guys want to chill in here, that's fine. But the next game, if I can host, I'm gonna go grab some food. But I might be able to run another game in about an hour if you guys are still on.
Cool.
alright.
I'll be working on.
Take care,
I
gentlemen.
guess I'll take
Take care, ladies. Take care, gentlemen. I'll see you later.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah.